So then, day 6 at the 2026 World Matchplay saw the first two quarter-final ties, which gave us our first of the two semi-finals. First game started between Dirk van Dijvenbode against Gary Anderson, and at one point, Dirk was like 7 legs in front, I think, maybe 6. Absolutely steamrolling in front of Gary Anderson, and Anderson put a bit of a comeback together, taking the 11th, making it 15-11, 15-12, 15-13. You're thinking, God, if he gets this to 15-14, he's then serving for a level game. We thought the comeback was on. We thought Gary Anderson could do it, but unfortunately for Gary Anderson, Dirk found it in the end. I mean, Dirk van Dijvenbode, who would have thought Dirk van Dijvenbode to get to a World Matchplay semi-final? Obviously, who he's going to play in the semi-final probably will be the end of his journey at Blackpool, but it's these little runs from players like Dirk or Ryan Searle or Ross Smith who can really propel the back end of the season. From the match play to the World Championships, this is where the big money is in this sport, isn't it? The match play, Grand Slam, the Grand Prix, the World Championships, the Players' Championships. These are the big events. Dirk van Dijvenbode showed class, showed resilience. When Gary was coming back into it, there was a bit of complacency. I think Dirk probably thought Gary had a chance of coming back, and the reaction after pinning that double for the 16-13 win, you could just tell that Dirk needed that. He probably himself felt like the game could have been slipping away from him, but Dirk wins 16-13. And then the other game, Luke Littler 16, Josh Rock 7. How boring is this sport now? I'm going to get people in the comments, I imagine, oh my God, he's good for the sport. But this is boring. This is fucking shit. Every single major tournament, Luke Littler is literally 99.9% going to win it. That's not a sport. That's just domination. No matter the tournament, no matter the form of Littler, he goes in. He's barely played the Eurotour Pro Tour all season. Rocks up at the Winter Gardens, averaging over 112, 113, shit like that, and just wins. I know he's talented. I'm not ever going to disregard his talent. He's one of the best players in the world, if not the best player in the world, by an absolute landslide as well. But just for the sport alone, when he first burst onto the scene, you're like, yeah, this kid is good for this sport. A breath of fresh air, someone we can really all get behind. But now it's boring. The sport is getting stale because he keeps winning. There we go. Littler, I don't even know what to say, just too good against Rock. Rock himself probably averaged over a ton. I didn't even look at the averages because what's the point? But Rock played really well. 180, good cover shooting, but just, like I said, wasn't nowhere near enough. The 9-leg swing in a World Matchplay quarter-final against arguably another world-class player, but that is your first semi-final. Luke Littler against Dirk van Dijvenbode. I think I'm just going to be fucking Dirk supporter at this point, just to try and get him out. Unlikely, but there we go. Dirk beating Gary Anderson 16-13, and Luke Littler demolishing Josh Rock 16-7.